Hi, welcome back to another colorful keto with Dory. So today we are just going to whip up some stuff for Valentine's Day. So I have got pre-set up some bacon roses that are ready to bake, and I've just twisted up some bacon and put it into a baking dish. And I got a request for a vegan-like version of that with eggplant. So we're going to try that today too. So we're going to start with a base of olive oil to brush onto our eggplant. And I'm just going to pour it all into a little container here. About a tablespoon. We're just going to use it to brush it on. And then I want to give it some bacony sort of flavor. So I'm going to add a bit of Worcestershire sauce, however you say that. I'm going to add a bit of that in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of maple flavored extract. Put a little bit of that in there. And then I'm going to add some fiery habanero roasted garlic seasoning. It's really cold out there, hey? No, it's not as bad? Awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to mix that all up, and that's our olive oil, our maple flavoring, our Worcestershire sauce, and the fiery habanero. So that just made a little, we're going to brush that onto the eggplant. And I'm going to grab a tray so I can just kind of slide it all out, and then I'm going to brush them all individually. Okay, so we've got them there. I'm just going to drizzle and then brush our olive oil onto. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys one side, and then I'm just going to flip them and do the same thing on the other side. That smells really nice, actually. I looked at a couple different recipes and I didn't find one that was exactly what I wanted to try, so I thought, we'll just kind of make a mix of. And I'm just going to brush that on. And then like I did with the bacon, I'm going to take a couple of them and just roll them up into a little rose shape. And I've got a couple toothpicks out. Okay, so then we're just going to pop them in there. Pinch it a little bit off at the bottom, so it looks a little bit rose-like. I'm not exactly a food artiste, but I just thought it would be kind of a neat idea to try. And this was a request, you know, for something that would be a vegan version from a friend of mine. And I had eggplant, so I thought, why not give it a shot and do something really cool for somebody else. So I'm just wrapping that in there. And this one I'm going to try to do with 2 pieces if I can get that going just right. And mostly I just want you guys to know their options. You know, if there's something you want to try and, you know, it's kind of different and interesting, there's no good reason to, you know, not to just give it a try. And then we're going to throw this in the oven. I'm going to put together some quick cheese pasta for you guys. And then I'm going to just do a side dish with eggplant and the leftover bacon that I had from doing up my bacon roses. So I'm curious about your guys' Valentine's Day, if you've had a good day, if you managed to treat yourself, to do something nice for yourself. I gave myself a hair mask, which is why you're not seeing me today. I still have it in my hair. And I gel polished my toes for myself today. So I hope that you guys did something nice for yourself today. Okay, pop that in the middle there. Okay, so that's our last little rose one. I'm going to quick wash my hands. Okay, so I'm just going to pop these into the oven to broil. So these are the bacon ones, and these are our our faux bacon. And I say, why not? Somebody wanted it, I say give it a shot and see why not. So I'm just going to drizzle the extra olive oil marinade that I made over top of those, because why not? So we're just going to pour that over top. And I'm going to pop those in the oven, and then we're going to start doing our cheese pasta. So we're going to put the bacon ones in first and let them cook for a little bit longer. And then I'm going to just do a quick cheese pasta for you guys. So we're going to do them in my heart and kiss shaped molds. We're going to melt for 30 seconds. And while that's going on, let's get our eggplant started too. So in the pan, I'm going to start with the cut up bacon that I had left over after my roses. And we'll cook that down nice and get the bacon fat going from that before we add the eggplant. And I think we're going to add a little bit of leek to it too. So we're going to let that start cooking. Cut up a little bit of leek for in that too. We don't need a lot, just a little bit for some flavor. I prefer leek to onion. It's a spring onion, so it's a little bit lower in carbs, and I just really love the taste of it cooked. So we're going to set aside just about that much leek to go with that as well. So this is just a half a cup of melted cheese, and I used a mixed marble. Last time we did it, we used mozzarella, but I prefer the taste of a mixed cheese. So then we're just going to add, where did I move it to? A little bit of red food coloring to make them colored hearts. When I made the mermaid macaroni and cheese and the dinosaur macaroni and cheese, the first time I used a cheddar cheese for that too, and it was so super tasty. So I'm just going to move this so you guys can see a little bit better. So we're just mixing it in. Now, if you are color intolerant, what I would recommend for this is use a little bit of unsweetened beet juice, because that will give you the color without the dye in there. So this is a nice hot pink. We're going to make some with this, and then I'm going to add just a little bit more and make it red. And this is easy. I'm just breaking them off and popping them into our silicone mold, and we're just going to chill them to make a nice little cheese pasta. So we're just going to pop them into our mold. And I picked up this one at Dollarama. So a good easy one. And you know what? By tomorrow, they might be on sale. And hearts are good for more than just Valentine's Day. Okay. And then I'm going to pop a couple in our kisses as well. And I do have to tell you, this is just a cheese. So it's just cheese pasta, and I'm going to use it to make a pasta side dish or pastas inside of a salad. I will say my guy is opposed to calling it pasta because it's just cheese and not actually pasta. But for me, it makes me happy, and it's pasta. But if you're one of those people that you can't just rename stuff, you might not want to call it pasta. But I like it, and I call it pasta. Now, if it starts to reset too much as you're trying to put it in the mold, you can put it in the microwave just for another 5 seconds to get it nice and pliable again. And again, we're just taking it and popping it into my little silicone cheese mold, and I think we'll do 2 more kisses and then a couple more hearts. And let's add a little bit more red to this so that the second batch is more red than pink. And I'm going to put this in the microwave just for 10 seconds. 5, sorry. Greasy fingers. I have cheesy fingers. Okay, so we're going to stir this again now that it's melted again. Okay, and then just into the silicone mold. Ooh, that's warm. Melty cheese. I do love melty cheese, I'll tell you what. It's definitely one of my loves. Okay. And then we're just going to chill these to make our cheese pasta. So I'm going to let you guys take a peek, and these are just going to go into the fridge to chill. And we're going to start with that bacon. Okay. Just moving it away from me a little bit because the bacon is a little bitey. Bitey bacon. Turn this down just a smidge. So we've got the start of the bacon browning. And I'm just going to turn that down a little bit so it'll brown slower. And I'm going to throw the leek in there. And a little bit of minced garlic. Okay, so that's there. I think my bacon is probably going to take a little while to cook. I might have to post pictures for you guys after. I doubt it will be cooked in time to show it to you. Now, when it chills, I'm going to take some of it and I'm going to make some sugar-free chocolate. I'm just going to melt some of my Lily's chocolate chips, and I'm going to do a little bit of a chocolate dip to do some of the bacon for dessert. And let's do a quick cocktail while that is simmering there. So in the same molds that I just showed you guys how to do the pastas, I made some really pretty ice cubes with some organic rose petals in them, and I made some sparkly ones. So we're just going to take our pretty ice cubes, some ones with sparkle in them, and some little kisses. So we're just going to take our pretty ice cubes. So I'll let you guys see. Pretty little ice cubes. Oh, saved you. Ah, saved your life. So smooth. And then we're just going to add a little bit of the I made a Sparkle Faux Fireball vodka, and this is just 3 ounces of vodka, and I added some cinnamon oil and some, they're actually made for cake decorating, they're airbrush sparkles, to make it a sparkly fireball vodka. So we're going to make a cinnamon kiss drink. So we're going to take about 1 ounce of our sparkly fireball vodka. And again, oh, so pretty. Pretty, pretty. And then we're just going to add some, some nice club soda. So it'll just taste kind of similar to, you know, back in the day when you did fireball shots. I don't know, maybe you didn't. I liked me the fireball. Oh, back in the day when I was all young like. So we've got just a sparkle fireball with organic roses. That will be my Valentine's cocktail. There we go. Okay. So the bacon is coming close. I want it to be more cooked because I don't want any soggly parts. So I'm going to let this cook just a little bit more, and then I'm going to add, I cubed up the rest of the eggplant that I had. I'm just going to throw that in there and sear it. And then when I plate it, I'm going to serve it with a little bit of cheese on top. So I will later in my feed post all the results and the pictures, and you're going to get to see the bacon roses and the eggplant bacon roses, and then my eggplant side dish. So have a great Valentine's Day, guys, and don't forget, cinnamon kiss cocktail. Yay! Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Have a great day.